And I think I'm finally going to start the unboxing because I've been babbling for 15 minutes now and you guys haven't seen a single bit of hot miniature action. So, I'm going to point this down here. We're going to turn that light on. And we're going to start the unboxing. You notice I kind of pushed my finger right through it. That is because, just so I didn't have to deal with getting it open and having it be a pain in the ass to do, I cut it preemptively. So, alright. So, 8 boxes. Start stacking them here before I run out of desk room. You might hear things fall because these are not stacked particularly sturdily. I bet that was a wonderful noise to listen to. But yeah, these are not stacked particularly sturdily, so you might see some, you might hear some falling of things. But first off, here's the box. Icons of the Realms, Rage of Demons, and there should be 3 medium or small figures in here, and 1 large or huge figure in here. You don't get gargantuan figures in these. The only way you ever get gargantuan figures is if you get the special, like, case incentives is what they're called, because they're sold with, you can actually get like 32 packs of these, and I believe that's called a case, because you just get the whole box. And those include like this big gargantuan figure that they have one that comes out with every, every set. So, this is your Rage of Demon box, and that's what's going to be in it. Here's a look at some of the things that we might find on our little journey together. You got a Shadow Dragon, or a Shadow Demon. I can't read that very well. Mind Flayer Lich. That's 2 great flavors that taste great together. A Drider. Always nice. And Air Myrmidon. That's a special enemy from Princes of the Apocalypse. It's not actually in the monster manual. You have, I know the shininess is probably making it a little hard to see here, but bear with me. You have a Copper Dragon. Copper Dragons are cool. You have a Helmed Horror. Those are awesome. I love Helmed Horrors because they just look badass. You have a Roper. And you have a Drow Scout. So that's what you might find in here, but why don't we go ahead and get started here and see if we're actually going to find any of that. In 8 boxes, I think we probably have a pretty good chance, but let's see, huh? Okay. You want to be difficult? Let's be difficult. There we go. Yep. Come on. All right. I should get that one open. I hope. Oh, and just tore the box, which doesn't matter because the boxes are not particularly collectible. I pretty much just throw them in the recycling bin. Alright, what have we here from box number 1? Okay, first off, we have our big figure. And while I am unwrapping this... Come on. Come on. Don't get stuck. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. While I'm unwrapping this, I'm just going to make sure the audio is still going, and it is. Good. Okay, big figure number 1 is, I'm pretty sure, let me just make sure, yep. This is a carrion crawler. If you're unfamiliar with these, these little tentacles on their face basically paralyze you when they sting you with them. They're like underground mega caterpillars that are really nasty. So, we got him. We got, oh, this looks like a kobold. That's cool. Let's just get it open and make sure that is indeed a kobold. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is a kobold guard. Get him up there so you can see him. He is just a little kobold guy, armed with a sword, a loincloth, and a smile, I guess. No, he's not really smiling. Never mind the smiling part. This looks like a NPC type character. Some kind of wizard, I'm thinking. That's what it looks like anyway. It's like a dwarf. Yeah, I think that's a dwarf. Is that a dwarf wizard? That is a shield dwarf wizard. Don't see too many of those. So that's well, I would say it's rare. It's rare to see a character play something like this, but I'm thinking this mini is probably not especially rare. I don't know what the rarity of all of them is, but shield dwarf wizard. We got one more. This looks like a drow. So let's see here. I don't know. Drow. I don't actually have drow in my home campaign setting. I kind of adapted them into something else, but I'm sure they would be quite useful. Sorry, I gotta get my my bubble popping in, because I love my bubble popping. A drow archmage. That sounds kind of badass, huh? You can see he's got a staff wreathed in purple flame. And I think he's doing something with his hand. He looks like... What is that? His hand is kind of covered in the flame too, but not really. He basically has flame. He basically has devil horn flames coming out of his hand, which is strange. But I guess it's the magic kind of on his fingers that are performing the somatic components, like metal purple flames. I don't know. I'm an idiot. All right. So we got those three right there. We got a shield dwarf wizard, drow archmage, kobold, carrion crawler. That's box number 1. Let's go ahead and grab box number 2. Why you gotta be so hard to get into there? Yeah, there we go. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. There may be casualties before the end. But I assure you there will be no fatalities. At least not of the miniatures. I might die in the process of this. I hope not. But, you know, you can't rule out anything anymore. Okay. Ooh, I gotta... Oh, wait. I thought this guy was 2 minis for a minute. But no, he's just 1. Alright, so we got our big mini, who, in true plastic toy-like object fashion, is secured with one of these pain-in-the-ass plastic twist ties that I hate so much because they never come out. There we go. Big mini number 2 is an Afriti. I like these guys. I like genies. I know I said I thought elemental stuff was kind of bland. Not genies. Genies are cool. And I haven't really had much of a chance to use one in a campaign yet because they just, you know, there's so much out there that you don't really get to use everything all the time. His horns are kind of not straight. That's weird, but you know, we have an Afriti. Afriti is basically a genie who is associated with the element of fire, as you might have been able to tell from the red and the fire. And this guy, I assume because he has a fly speed, because everything with fly speed has one of these. This guy actually has a base, which we're going to put on him here real quick. I say real quick, but these bases can be pains in the ass to get on. Because they have they're notched, so you kind of have to get the I can't even get the base right. This is annoying. Okay. Get the notch. Awesome. I did not break it. I know it might have looked like I did, but no, it just immediately gave into the pressure and shot off to the side. Okay, what the hell? Now this might happen a few times, so if it gets to if I recognize a point in the video where I spend like 5-10 minutes getting one of these stupid things together, I will I thought I had it. I will probably edit it out, because you don't need to watch me struggle with this stupid crap. So nope, didn't work. This might be the first edit, guys. If I can't get the son of a bitch in there. God damn, I thought I had you. Go. Go. Ow, God, I just put a big old hole in my hand. Alright, let's do that one more time. Okay. It's not going. It's not going. Why ain't you going? I think that worked. Alright. When in doubt, use violence. Don't actually use violence, kids. It can get you arrested. Like, probably not for, like, you know, you'll just kind of destroy something you paid for if you do it in this situation. But in general, kids, don't use violence. God damn. Will you just go, you son of a bitch? Okay. Bam! Only took me a few minutes. Didn't take me forever. Might have felt like it. But, okay. I guess we have a water myrmidon now for normal figure number 1. Or normal figure number 4, if you count all of them so far. Water myrmidon, I'm not too excited about that one, because it's just a water myrmidon. What is this? Is that a gobble? Oh, I think I know what this is. I think I have my first demon. Am I correct? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, this homely looking motherfucker is what is known as a Dretch demon. They are one of the weakest varieties of demons. There's like one variety that's weaker. But, yeah, they're kind of the entry-level demons, sort of. And, oh, they already put this guy's base on. Well, thank you. That saves me a lot of time and effort. And I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, I am not mistaken, this is a cockatrice. Their bite turns you to stone. It's like a half lizard, half chicken. That's why it looks kind of derp. It's got the chicken stuff on the head, and it's got the dragony wings and the lizard tail, and it's got chicken feet. So that is a cockatrice. And it already has the base on it, so I don't need to worry about that. And we don't need to have part 2 of me trying to force the base onto the stupid thing. Okay. Let go of my finger tape. Thank you. Alright. So, 2 boxes in. This is what we're looking at. Let's pop another one open here. Ah. Eh. Yep. Come on. There we go. Oh. I think I already have one of these. That's a little disappointing. Or maybe not. I think he might look a little different. But I know I already have one of these. So, all the same, big figure number 3. And probably the most impressive looking one you guys have seen so far. Because this is a dragon. And the further in they go to this, they go into these sets, the more I think I kind of understand how part of their marketing strategy works, at least vis-a-vis dragons. I think they just kind of put every dragon in every group, and they're just kind of, they have varying levels of rarity based on the set. Like if it's set 1, dragon will be this level of rarity. If it's set 2, it'll be this level. Because if I am not mistaken, and it is possible that I am mistaken, but I'm putting the base together here first before I show you the dragon, since it took so long last time. That one was much easier. But this is a gold dragon. These are the best of the best when it comes to metallic dragons, which are... metallic dragon is shorthand for nice dragon most of the time. That's not always the case. They're dickhead metallic dragons, but for the most part, the way the book writes them anyway... That doesn't work. How does fit in hole? Like, it's not big enough for the hole. Continuing my story. There are dickhead metallic dragons, but the way the book kind of writes them, the metallics are meant to be the nice dragons. Because all metallics are written with good alignments, and I believe as written at least, that is more or less concrete. Let's put him in the back, because he's bigger. I believe as written that is more or less concrete, so... Good dragons. Chromatics, which are things like this guy, my red dragon, are... Chromatic is basically shorthand for evil dragon. Okay. So, large mini number 1, gold dragon. Or large mini number 3, depending on how you're counting. Normal mini number 1 in this box, and 7 overall, is a Kuo-toa, and I like these guys. They are basically crazy fishmen who make up their own gods, because they're insane. And that's what insane creatures do, don't you know? To be exact, it's a Kuo-toa. It doesn't have anything more specific than that. A lot of the times they do, that's why I looked. What is it? Is that a... Ooh, I didn't know they were going to have these. These are not in the monster manual. But if you are familiar with D&D and similar products, you will probably know what this is. This, as you might be able to tell by the crazy Albert Einstein here, is a Darrow. So apparently, Rage of Demons is going to have Darrow in it. Or Darrows, however it's pronounced. These are basically crazy underground gnomes, I think. They're insane. That's the main point here. These guys are insane if you couldn't tell by the hair. They are crazy sons of bitches. So, apparently there will be Darrow in the 3rd book. That isn't actually out yet. That comes out in a little while. Ooh, yes. Ah, yes. This is another one I'm very excited about. This is an Ettercap. An Ettercap is basically a, I don't want to say Spider-Man, but man-spider is probably accurate. And these are they're basically spider, like anthropomorphic spiders who kind of have a innate bond with normal giant spiders. Like I say normal, but for D&D it's normal. But yeah, they have a bond with like monstrous spiders, and they are often found commanding them. So at some point, maybe this guy means I can throw spiders at people. Not literally. Because I would not handle literal spiders. I'm a little bothered by spiders. I don't know if I'd call it anthrophobic. Arachnophobic. But spiders do tend to bother me. To the point that, you know, I'm not going to ever get one as a pet. And I will be rather creeped out by one if it lands on my face or something. Although, who wouldn't be, is my question. That's why I don't know if I'm necessarily what you'd call arachnophobic. Oh, nice. But, yeah, not a fan of spiders. Speaking of insects, well, arachnids aren't really insects, but they're close enough, so let's not make a big deal out of this. This is box 4, by the way. We have another demon. This crazy-looking fellow, if I am not mistaken, is a chasma, or a chasme. They're made-up words. Pronounce them however you want. This chasme here, that's how I usually pronounce it, is basically a fly demon. I don't know a whole lot about these guys, but I am actually rather excited that I got this, because at some point I do have an adventure idea in my head that revolves around one of these. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to spoil anything. But now that I have one of these, maybe I can make use of that idea someday. But, oh, that's different. Okay, this one has a bit of a weird base assembly, so give me a minute to figure it out. It's a little different. Okay, I think that went in no problem. And now I stick this giant thing up his butt. Where is your notch, buddy? Okay, I think it's like right there. So if I push it. Oh, God. Oh, wait. Nope. Nope. That's how it's supposed to go. That's why I went like that. Okay. Are you secure? Yes. So, large figure number 4 is a chasme. Ooh. Ooh. This one is not the one I was going to open first, but the tape got stuck to my finger and then I saw what was in it. And these are another one of my favorite creatures. This is a lizard folk. Specifically, this is a lizard folk fighter. I like lizard folk. They are one of my favorite creatures. So I like that I now have a lizard folk fighter who can hit things with his club. We'll put him over here. You know, we're going to move you into the back row because you're big. So, that's one down. What's this one, which is the one I was originally going to open? Oh, I got a duplicate. First duplicate. We got another one of these losers. Alright, get down here, loser. Stupid dwarf wizard. You are the same thing, right? Yes, you are a shield dwarf wizard. Stupid wizard. Duplicates disappoint me. Although you need duplicates, because, you know, a lot of the times you want to throw multiple monsters at people of the same type. So, that's what duplicates are for. I just wish I wouldn't get duplicates of shield dwarf wizards, who are rare enough as it is. I had a similar rant that I kind of went on when I got a second Pegasus, and I was like, who the hell is ever going to need 2 Pegasi? Although, to be fair, 2 Pegasi are probably more useful than 2 dwarf wizards. Just saying. And then here we have, this was kind of a disappointing pack, although I did get 2 things that were pretty important. Then we have a Air Myrmidon, so if I ever get Prince of the Apocalypse, maybe I can use this guy. Get your ass down. Okay. We're halfway done, guys. We have... can't really see that one. Let's see if I can scooch all of them into the camera a little bit more. We have 4 boxes left, counting this one. Okay. So, let's crack this other box open. Ouch! pinched myself. I did not cut myself or anything with the scissors. I pinched myself with the handle. So. Ooh. Well, there's something from the side of the box. Let me get him out. Let's see what else I got in there. Looks like a couple of things I recognize at least. The ones that I can actually tell what they are anyway. Okay. Give me the plastic dingus. Thank you. Pull out this thing. Alright. Large mini number 5 is a roper. I didn't really say much about ropers when I saw them on the box. Basically, you can probably kind of tell what the deal is with these. They hide themselves as whatever the thing on the bottom of a cave is. Stalagmite or stalactite, I can never remember. They hide themselves as one of those, and then when you get too close to them, they eat you with this and destroy you with these tentacles. Or worse. But I don't play those type of games. So, whatever they do in your game is your business. I'm not judging. Alright. Now we'll get to the smaller minis. I think I know what this is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, his stand is kind of deformed. Look at that. You see how it's kind of warped a little bit? I hope he still stands. We'll find out, I guess. He wobbles. That's nice. Whatever. Okay. But this is a Quaggoth. I'm not super familiar with these guys. They're like cat-like looking dudes who live in the Underdark. That's probably why he's in this pack, is because this is Rage of Demons happens in the Underdark, where you can find these, sometimes these, but they're not exclusively known for being in the Underdark. These, stupid dwarves. But yeah, this pack is set in the Underdark, so, ooh, is that what I think it is? Because I think it's what I think it is. And if it is what I think it is, that's kind of cool. Ah, yeah, it is. It is, in fact, what I think it is. This one I'm going to have to get close to the camera because it is tiny. It is the first tiny figure I've ever gotten. This is a Quasit, which is another variety of demon. It is basically the demonic version of an imp, which is a devil. The difference between demons... Oops, we have one more to open. The difference between demons and devils, if you are not familiar with D&D enough to know, is devils are basically chaotic, which means that they kind of randomly destroy whatever the hell they want. Demons are lawful. They're both evil, but demons are lawful, which means that they're kind of more conquest-minded, and they have certain laws that they follow, which makes a lot of sense because you're dealing with... devils are sort of the more romantic ideal of the religious concept of a demon, where they're very concerned with doing pacts and deeds and contracts and things. They basically get people to sign away their souls for stuff. So, that's what a devil is. Demons are more the depiction of, like, almost the more modern depiction of demons, although the devil style depiction is still very much common, but, you know, I can think of a lot of movies off the top of my head that involve demons, and video games for that matter, that involve demons that are just random acts of destruction. This fellow in my hand here also looks like he has a slightly deformed base, which is very disappointing. But this is a Grimlock. Grimlocks are basically Morlocks from the Time Machine. They live underground, they are blind, and they are basically cavemen. So that's a Grimlock. And that's another Underdark creature, so that's why you're seeing a Grimlock here. Alright, we got 3 boxes to go, counting the one I just opened with my handy scissors. Don't tear. There we go. Oh, for a minute I thought I didn't get a large figure, but it's just smaller than the others so far. It is cooler than the others, though. And I didn't have to deal with one of those twist tie sumbitches to get it out. Here we have a Nightmare. Nightmares are basically evil versions of Pegasi. They are basically hell horses, more or less. So, that's a Nightmare. They're evil. And they fly, even though they don't have wings. There's a very specific lore-based reason for that, which I will not go into. If you are curious, there is always Google. But I'm not going into it because it might be relevant for my players someday. So, and I know some of them watch this, so gotta be careful. Can't give away too much. Alright. So let's go ahead and... Alright. Are you going to snap into place just like that other one did? Because that would be real helpful. So I wouldn't have to... Let's see, this is what I was worried about. Was you not... Oh, jeez. Cooperating. Ah, okay. Yeah, that is definitely the intended pose. Classic horse rearing pose. So... I'm pretty sure that's how that's supposed to go. There's large figure number 6. You need to move out of the back row. So, horsey. Let's move on to our other figures here. This guy looks interesting. That's why I grabbed him. Ooh, what is this? It is another bugbear. I already have one bugbear, but now I have another one. This is a bugbear hunter. Bugbear hunter. Bugbears are, there's like 3 types of goblins. There are the small and annoying kind, which are usually green, although that's not always the case. Goblins in my campaign setting aren't green. They're just primarily known for being green. So there's a bugbear. So you got goblins. You got hobgoblins, which are basically warlike monsters that like to make war. And they're a lot more well organized than goblins are. Goblins are basically idiots. And then you have bugbears, which are like the muscle of goblin kind. They're big, they're nasty, and they're hairy. The hairy part has nothing to do with how muscular they are. Alright, here we have a Kuo-toa archpriest who is screaming because Kuo-toa are crazy and crazy people like to scream. That's the explanation I'm going with, and I'm sticking to it. If it ever focuses here, if my hand ever stops shaking. What about back here? Will we focus? No? No? Playoffs? Okay. I guess it's not going to focus, but yeah. You can see his mouth, right? You can see him screaming. Ah! That's my impression of a Kuo-toa that I will only be making once. You will never hear that again. Ooh. This must be the goblin-themed pack. Because first I got a bugbear. Then I got a hobgoblin soldier. Ooh, he's got a shield on his back. That looks awesome. I like this guy. He's cool. So yeah, we have a hobgoblin soldier. Oop, it was focused for a minute, and then we lost it. Can we bring it back? Can we bring it back? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hobgoblin soldier. So I got one hobgoblin. The hobgoblins generally fight in groups, so one hobgoblin is not necessarily too useful, 2 is a little better, but I'll probably need to get more if I ever want to use that guy for figures. Although I do have a solution when I do not have figures, so it's not the end of the world. Maybe I will show you guys that sometime, although it's really not that impressive. It's basically just a makeshift system I use to represent figures that I thought was cute. I'm going to go with cute. That's probably the best describer here. Ooh. Oh, don't want to lose that. Alright, we have another demon. I can tell right away. Ooh, ah. Looks like we got a duplicate there. Okay. I thought the whole point of boosters was that you didn't get duplicates. So, oh well, whatever. At least I got looks like I got a somewhat more useful duplicate this time. But, enough about the duplicate. Because we have to discuss this guy. Because this guy is one of the cooler demons. And the more iconic demons, in my opinion. Ugh. We haven't gotten any real big ones yet, though. Okay. Got a big old pile of trash down there. Which is good because it's trash day, so all I have to do is take that stuff out to the recycling bin. And we're done with it. But, first off, this is what we got. We got... I'm going to move my hand out of the way so it focuses. That worked last time anyway. Come on. Alright, this is a Vrock demon. Vrocks are one of my favorite varieties of demon. Because they... Now, I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to fit this in here. Oh, like that? Okay. Looks like they've altered their bases a little bit so that they fit in a little easier, which is good, because these used to be a real pain in the ass to get on, to be honest. Okay, can we move everything this way so that we can get everything on screen here? Oh, everybody got messed up. Oh no, let's fix everybody. Fix quickly. Fix them all. Let God sort them out. Okay. Just see if we can get the taller ones in the back. Which means you probably need to be up front. The kobold's just back there like, nobody likes me. I like you, buddy. It's just you kind of got shoveled off to the back because I wasn't paying much attention. And you probably need to move up, Mr. Drow Archmage. Alright, there we go. Now everything is definitely on screen. So, large figure number 7 is a Vrock. This is the duplicate I was talking about. It is a somewhat more useful duplicate than the stupid dwarf mage. This is another Quasit. You've already seen him, but I'll just put him up here just so maybe we can get focus. Focus. Focus, 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 focus. Maybe? Focus? Come on. There we go. A little bit of focus. I got tired of waiting. So I got another Quasit. Quasits, I think you usually deal with on a solitary basis because they're not... Oh, I got another duplicate. Come on. Yeah, Quasits you usually deal with on a... solitary basis because they're not all that strong in combat, so they're more like role-playing encounters, or they influence other people, which means they're generally not the primary threat in an encounter. But here's another duplicate. We got another Drow Archmage. So apparently I'm loading up on wizardy NPC types. Looks like we got another Drow, but this one is not a duplicate, so at least there's that. And this was a crappy pack, except for that rock. Okay. And it looks like we have a Drow Scout. So that was the thing from the side of the box. Just another Drow dude. So I got 3 Drow. 4 if you count the fact that I got the starter set, which had Driss Do'Urden in it. He doesn't really count as a Drow. He's more of a Mary Sue. There we go. And, there we go. Last box, everybody. Last box. Woo! Woo! You can see my hands. Alright, hoping for good stuff here. And I got duplicates. Damn it. Is there something in that box? It felt kind of heavy. Nope. Alright. Well, yeah, this might all be duplicates. No, he's new. Is this one new? I think that's new. But, yeah. Hoop-de-doop-de-doo. So, you guys already saw this guy. But I will show him to you again, just to show you what he is. Oh. Come on. Why won't you untwist? What madness is this? Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Also the hardest to get out of this stupid plastic piece of crap. Alright. We got another roper. So another duplicate. Not too terribly pleased about that. But I guess if I ever need 2 ropers, I have 2 ropers. So la-dee-da. And then we have another duplicate. This is probably the most useful duplicate I've gotten thus far. We have another cockatrice, so I can have a pack of cockatrice attack my party at some point. A pack meaning 2. Okay. Can I get you open, please? Open? Open? Open back. Thank you. Good lord. Huh. That's what that is. Okay, this is another NPC or PC style token. This is a half-orc paladin who is more or less. This is the paladin who was depicted in the player's handbook under the paladin. So that's cool, I guess. You know, I don't know if I will I don't really have half-orcs in my group in my campaigns, so I don't know if he will ever be of any use, but he's cool. I like his armor. And this, yeah, that's more or less what I thought you were going to be. Okay. And then this is a Durgar. They are basically evil dwarves from the Underdark. So, this is our collection of various minis. We got 1, 2, stop that. 3, 4. We got 5 dupes, which I wasn't expecting 5 dupes. I was expecting maybe a couple, because it's a booster brick, and I thought the whole point of a booster brick was you're not supposed to get doubles, but that's not necessarily guaranteed, so your mileage may vary, I guess. We got some cool demons. Cool demon, cool demon. Cool demons. And we got some interesting Underdark stuff, so, you know, we got stuff. I was kind of hoping there'd be a Beholder in here. That's probably one of the rare ones. But, no dice. Oh well. Okay. So that's going to do it for our unboxing video here. I'm just about to run out of So, you might have noticed that I just cut out there what I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted by my webcam, was that I was about to run out of recording time. I don't have very good video editing / webcam recording software because I use the same thing for both, and it only lets you record up to an hour, and it cut off on me, so sorry. But yeah, I didn't really have much else to say. That's the end of our unboxing video. I have my stuff down here. I was hoping I would get a beholder, like I said, get some other cool stuff, because I knew there was a beholder in this set. Didn't show up. So, that'll do it for this video. Maybe you'll see some more stuff from me on this channel whenever I get around to it, whenever I have more free time to do that kind of thing. And until then, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope the update was appreciated. I hope it was interesting seeing me get these little guys out of their boxes. Mr. Brock here. And hi, Ari. You can see a cat. Oh, wrong side. You can see the cat right here. Don't move. I will be really mad if you move. Right there. That is my cat. Well, technically my wife's cat, but she spends enough time around me that it's kind of my cat too at this point. Her name is Artemis, or Ari, and she just decided to walk right in. So, I guess she's making a cameo. Anyway, Vrock. Probably one of my favorites from this set. In fact, that's probably a good question. What did I like the most? There's a few things. We won't go into it. We were wrapping up. We're going to wrap up. So, enjoy feasting your eyes on this Vrock. And I'll see you when I see you, everybody.